Hey, it's Art from my new microphone. In today's video, I want to share with you a simple delay technique to help anchor tracks within our mix and make the tracks fit better into the mix. This technique is aptly named anchor delay, so let's hop into Logic Pro and have a look and listen at this technique. All right, here we are inside of Logic Pro to talk about anchor delay. This is going to be a relatively short video compared to most of my videos because this is a relatively simple technique, but I wanted to show you how I would go about using anchor delay in a mix. In this particular mix, we're working on What It Isn't by Lindsay Meisner and the Seventh Mystic. This is from their eponymous album that I mixed. I will leave links to that album in the description box down below if you're interested in checking it out. But essentially what an anchor delay is a simple mono delay most often that ties elements into the tempo or the rhythm of the song. So in this case, I have this effects return right here with bus 14, and I'm sending from the background vocal bus right here. I'll actually bring this mixer up. So I have the background vocal bus sending to bus 14. I have the lead vocal going to bus 14 as well as the horns. And if I go over here to the mono delay and open up the Echo Boy, see it's in mono, and I have an echo time of a quarter note. So in the case of this mix, the BPM is 88, or the tempo is 88 BPM, and I'm using a quarter note to help tie elements into the tempo or the rhythm of the track. If this was a much faster BPM, I may opt for a half note. If it was a much lower BPM, I may opt for an eighth note, but anything to help tie elements into, again, the tempo or the rhythm of the track. And so if I was to solo just the lead vocal, for example, and play it back without the stereo delay or the vocal reverb along with the click track, we could have a listen to how this delay right here can help anchor things into the tempo of the track. So here we go with that.
Was it her or was it me? She took away my dignity. I lost myself in company with lying fools comes tragedy. Oh, you see, me it different lot than you once did, but here we.
So you hear that naturally it's going with the rhythm of the song, and if we brought in the drums on top of this.
Stand, I'm picking up the pieces of what we once had. And is it bad that I'm still holding on?
And so this is a little bit hot. I actually mixed this well below this negative 16.4 dB in the actual mix, but I'm just showing you how it can help tie the vocal, in this case, into the rhythm of the track. You see that there's a little bit of feedback on this delay to help kind of move things forward along with the rhythm of the track. And so if I brought everything in, we could have a listen to this. It's very subtle. I'm actually going to bring it back down to about the negative 23 dB full scale that I had it in the mix, so that we can have a listen to how faint this is, and then I'll toggle it in and out again without the stereo delay and the vocal reverb here, so that we can better hear the mono delay or the anchor delay in the context of the mix, while also hearing how subtle it is in the grand context.
Taught me truth, oh, what it is, it told me stick around, oh, but you didn't, can you see past, oh, where you living, leave this alone, I'm about to go.
And I'll mute it.
Should if I have walked away, crazy that I chose to stay, my restless nights were better spent with you in arms and me in bed caught up. Could it be the simple thing to wander along?
So it's very subtle, but if you are really paying attention to the mono delay here, it just kind of helps give a little bit more rhythm and a little bit more forward movement to the track without drawing any attention to itself as a true mono delay effect. So it gives us a little bit of a sense of space, but it's mostly for anchoring the vocals, and in the case of the horns and the chorus and the break, the horns as well. And now if I was to bring in the vocal reverb and the stereo delay as well, we would hear that we really don't notice the mono delay or anchor delay at all. If I go back to the verse right here.
Should if I have walked away, crazy that I chose to stay, my restless nights were better spent with you in arms and me in bed caught up. Could it be be the simple things to wander along through my mistakes. I wanted you to make with me, but we both know that I'm just silly. Hey.
And then I have a little vocal throw right here at the very last hey. If we open up this, where I'm actually setting it to the vocal throw right here, which is on bus 24. And then in bus 24, I have another Echo Boy, again with a quarter note, but this is mixed a lot higher in the mix with a greater amount of feedback, just as a way to bring us into the chorus. But I digress on that point of vocal throws. The main point, obviously, in this video is to talk about the anchoring delay and how it's very subtle, but it does help to anchor certain elements into the mix without, again, drawing too much attention to itself or any attention to itself whatsoever. So that is anchor delay in a nutshell. I would highly encourage you to try this out on your lead elements and particularly on your vocals, things that aren't necessarily tied to the grid like drums are, to help bring them into the overall tempo of the song and tie everything together and help glue elements within the mix that much better. All right, I told you that this would be a quick one. Let's hop out of Logic Pro now. All right, I hope you see the utility in this simple anchor delay technique and how it can be used in your music production and mixes. If you'd like to learn more about mixing, I do have a free mixing guidebook. It will be the first link in the description box down below. It walks through the entire mixing process to help you make the right decisions at the right times to improve your mixes. If you like this video, I would encourage you to hit that like button and subscribe here to the My New Microphone YouTube channel, and to also check out one of these videos from the channel in the top left or right corner. So check one of those out, hit subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.